Have you ever wanted to speak English, but the words got stuck in your throat? You knew what to say. You had drilled the grammar, you had memorized the vocabulary. Then the moment arrived, in a meeting, an interview, or a casual chat, and you froze. Maybe you whispered. Maybe you stumbled. Maybe you avoided speaking at all because you felt nervous, unsure, or afraid of mistakes. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. It happens to almost every English learner at some point. And here is the truth. Confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is something you build, step by step, with the right mindset, the right techniques, and the right practice habits. In today's lesson, I want to take you on a journey, a practical one. A journey that helps you break free from the myths that hold you back, understand the real challenges learners face, and, most importantly, apply strategies you can start using today. By the end of this training, you will know how to speak English more clearly, more confidently, and more naturally, faster than you might believe possible. So here is the promise. If you stay with me until the end, you will leave with a clear framework, not just motivation, not just theory. Real steps you can take, starting right now, to become a confident English speaker fast. Before we dive into strategies, a personal note. Many learners are surprised when I say this. Even as a native speaker, and later as a teacher, I did not always feel confident. I stumbled. I hesitated. I felt anxious when speaking my second language, and sometimes even in English. There were moments when I doubted myself, when I thought I would never sound as fluent, as smooth, or as natural as the confident speakers I admired. Here is what I discovered. Those people who seemed naturally confident were not born that way. They developed skills. They built habits. They learned mindsets that allowed them to project confidence. When I applied the same principles, everything changed. My communication improved, my opportunities expanded, and my confidence grew stronger every single day. That is exactly what I want for you. Imagine walking into a meeting and sharing your ideas without hesitation. Imagine traveling abroad and chatting with locals with ease. Imagine making friends, networking, or acing a job interview because you can express yourself in English as clearly as in your native language. That vision can become your reality. But here is the catch. It will not happen through grammar books alone or long vocabulary lists alone. It happens when you transform how you think about speaking, when you train your mouth and your ears to work together, and when you practice in ways that build real-world confidence. That is what this lesson is about. Together, we are going to explore the 5 most common myths about fluency and confidence and the truths that break them. The real challenges you face when speaking, and why those challenges are completely normal. The core skills you must master to speak clearly and confidently. A powerful method called the imitation technique, used by thousands of learners to reduce accent and sound more natural. And finally, how to stay motivated so your confidence keeps growing week after week. This is not just theory. You will get actionable steps, short exercises, and simple challenges you can apply immediately. Because confidence is not built by listening alone. It is built by doing, by practicing, by taking small, consistent steps. So, are you ready? Let's dive in. Let's break the myths, and let's build your path to becoming a confident English speaker, fast. Up next, we will remove 5 myths that quietly slow your progress. For each myth, you will get the truth, a clear example, and one quick action you can try the moment you finish the section. Part 1. Breaking the Myths Mindset Reset. Now that you know what we are aiming for, let's clear the biggest obstacles in your path. The myths about speaking English with confidence. These myths are like invisible chains. You repeat them to yourself until they feel true. When we break them, your perspective shifts. And that shift alone can lift your confidence immediately. We will debunk 5 common myths that English learners and even native speakers often believe. For each myth, you will get the truth, a quick reason why the myth feels true, a short example, and a simple action you can try today. Myth 1. Some people are just naturally confident speakers. Why it feels true. You see a colleague who speaks with ease. You see a classmate who raises a hand without hesitation. You hear a friend who tells stories effortlessly, and you think they were born that way. Truth. Confidence is not a genetic gift. It is a skill you build. Personality plays a role, sure, but no personality type owns confidence. Extroverts may enjoy speaking more, yet still struggle to communicate clearly. Introverts may speak less, yet land ideas with precision because they prepare, pause, and choose words well. Example: a quiet product manager speaks slowly with clear structure. The room follows. People ask good questions. The message lands. That is confidence in action, not loudness, but clarity and control. Action. Change the sentence you tell yourself. Say it out loud each morning. I am learning to become more confident. Add one more. I can be quiet and powerful. Repeat both before a meeting. Micro drill. Write one sentence you will say in your next meeting. Read it 3 times. Each time, remove one extra word. Shorter often sounds more confident. Myth 2. Fluent English always means fast English. Why it feels true? TV dialogue is fast. Podcasts can be fast. Nervous energy pushes speed up, and you mistake speed for fluency. Truth. Real fluency is clarity, smooth ideas, natural rhythm. You are in control. Speed without control sounds rushed and makes listeners work harder. Great speakers use pauses, not to fill time, but to help ideas land. Example: watch a strong TED Talk. The speaker does not sprint. They pause at transitions, highlight key words, and let meaning breathe. You follow easily. That is fluency. Action. Record 1 minute about your morning routine. Listen back. Ask 2 questions. Was I clear? Did my listener have time to understand? If it felt rushed, redo it at 90% speed, with short pauses after each sentence. 2 speed drill. Say the same sentence twice, first at your natural pace, then 10% slower with a small pause before the keyword. It isn't speed, it's clarity. Feel how the slower version carries more weight. Pause ladder, comma, pause, quick breath, full stop, longer breath, blank line, shift of energy. Use all 3. Myth 3. Confident speakers never ask for clarification. Why it feels true? You worry that asking sorry, could you repeat, makes you look weak. You fear people will judge your English. Truth, clarification is confidence. It shows you are engaged. It prevents mistakes. Professionals clarify, doctors, lawyers, managers. Silence is risk. Questions are quality control. Example: in a meeting, the deadline sounds unclear. The confident move is simple. Just to confirm, Is the deadline this Friday or next Friday? You save the team from a bad assumption. That is leadership. Action. Memorize a 3-line toolkit. Say them out loud now. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat? I'm not sure I follow. Could you explain that again just to confirm? Do you mean add-ons you can rotate? Could you give a quick example? So if I understand you correctly, we're doing A first, then B. Right. Mini drill. Record yourself asking one clarification. Then ask the same line with a smile in your voice and a slightly lower pitch at the end. Warm, confident, professional, myth 4. Confident speakers never make mistakes. Why it feels true. You think confidence equals perfection. When you stumble, you feel exposed. Your brain says, see, you are not good enough. Result, you speak less. Confidence drops. Truth, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. Confidence is not the absence of errors. It is the ability to recover. Breathe. Correct, continue. Example, you forget a word. Instead of freezing, you say, 1 second, correction. What I meant to say was, you paraphrase, you move on. The room stays with you, action. Keep recovery lines ready. What I meant to say was, let me rephrase that to make it clearer. 1 second, correction. Recovery rhythm. Stop for half a beat. Use one recovery line. Deliver the corrected clause. Then continue your sentence. This takes practice, but once it is automatic, fear of mistakes loses power. Micro drill. Pick one sentence you said today. Say it wrong on purpose, then fix it smoothly with a recovery line. Train the bounce back. Myth 5. You either have confidence or you don't. Why it feels true. You compare your day 1 to someone's year 5. You see the highlight reel, not the practice. You conclude, confidence is fixed. Truth, confidence grows like a muscle. Action creates progress. Progress creates belief. Belief fuels more action. The loop strengthens if you keep it moving. Example, 1 minute of daily speaking sounds tiny. After 2 weeks, you notice clearer sounds. After 4 weeks, your pace is steadier. After 6 weeks, you ask a question in a meeting without rehearsing. That is the compound effect. Action. Start the confidence cycle today. Choose one small speaking action, then repeat it tomorrow. Options you can rotate. Introduce yourself to one person in English. Record a 1-minute summary of your day. Shadow a 10-second clip twice. Ask one clarification in a real conversation. Make it stick. Pair the action with a habit cue. After coffee, record 1 minute. Before lunch, shadow 10 seconds. After work, read one paragraph out loud. Simple tracker. Draw 7 boxes. Each day you practice, mark 1 box. Keep the chain alive. Quick recap. 5 myths, 5 truths, 5 actions. Some people are born confident. False. Confidence is learned. Use your strengths. Fluent means fast. False. Clarity is fluency. Slow slightly, pause, land the key word. Never ask for clarification. False. Clarification is professional. Use your 3-line toolkit. Confident speakers don't make mistakes. False. Recovery is the real skill. Breathe, correct, continue. You either have it or you don't. False. Confidence is built. Daily actions compound. Break these myths, and you remove 5 invisible breaks. You feel lighter, you speak more, you focus on progress, not perfection. Up next, the real-world challenges almost every learner faces: pronunciation, mumbling, speed, fear, spontaneous conversations, and exactly where each fix lives in this training so you can practice with purpose. Part 2, the real challenges reality check, revised and extended. Even with the right mindset, practical difficulties remain. Once you name them, you can face them. We will look at 5 common challenges. For each one, why it happens, what it looks like, and what to try today. Challenge 1. Pronunciation problems. Why it happens. Some English sounds do not exist in your language. The in think. R and L contrast in right and light. Short and long vowels. Ship versus sheep. What it looks like. Listeners ask you to repeat. You avoid certain words. You feel clear in your head, but the sound is off. Quick fixes to try today. Minimal pairs. Say 3 pairs slowly. Right, light, vet, wet, ship, sheep. Then natural pace. Back chaining. Build words from the end. Responsibility, ability, civility, sponsibility, responsibility. Target one sound for 1 week. 10 reps a day. Record day 1 and day 7. Example. Aiko avoided words with L. We used tongue twisters, shadowing, and short recordings. In a few weeks, colleagues noticed clearer speech, not perfect, but clear and confident. Challenge 2. Mumbling and speaking too softly. Why it happens. Shyness. Low volume, small mouth movement. You try to be polite, but your words disappear. What it looks like. People lean in or look confused. They miss your idea, even when it is strong. Quick fixes to try today. Open your mouth. Exaggerate for 1 run-through, then dial it back. Mirror line. I can speak English clearly and confidently. Say it 3 times. Wider mouth, stronger voice. Posture and breath. Stand tall. Shoulders loose. Breathe low. Your voice stabilizes. Result. Small physical changes. Big clarity gains. Challenge 3. Speaking too fast. Why it happens. Nerves push speed up. Media trains your ear for fast speech. You equate speed with fluency. What it looks like. You outrun your thoughts. You lose words. Listeners ask you to repeat, not because of grammar, but pace. Quick fixes to try today. 2 speed drill. Say the same sentence twice. Natural pace, then 10% slower. It is not speed, it is clarity. Pause ladder, comma. Pause for a quick breath. Full stop for a longer breath. Blank line. Shift of energy. End focus. Put the key word at the end. It is not speed. It is clarity. Example. Daniel slowed down, used pauses, emphasized keywords. His team finally followed him and praised his updates. Challenge 4. Fear of mistakes and judgment. Why it happens. You equate confidence with perfection. When you stumble, your brain says, "See, you are not good enough." What it looks like, you speak less. You script everything. You avoid spontaneous talk. Quick fixes to try today. Recovery lines. Keep 3 lines ready. What I meant to say was, let me rephrase that. 1 second correction. Recovery rhythm. Stop for half a beat. Say the line. Deliver the fix. Continue. Practice the bounce back. Say 1 sentence wrong on purpose, then fix it smoothly. Reframe. Mistakes are proof of learning, not proof of failure. Challenge 5. Spontaneous conversations. Why it happens. Under pressure, your brain defaults to your first language. You have less time to plan. Anxiety rises. What it looks like? You do fine with scripts. You freeze when someone starts a sudden chat. Quick fixes to try today. Script seeds. Memorize 3 simple openers. Hi, nice to meet you. What brings you here today? That is interesting. Could you tell me more about? I like your point. My experience is 20-minute English coffee, once a week, English only. Set a timer. Low pressure, friendly pace. Topic cards. 3 safe topics ready. Work update, weekend plan. 1 recent lesson. Quick recap. Unfamiliar sounds. Mumbling and low volume. Speed that kills clarity. Fear of mistakes. Freezing in spontaneous talk. All of these are solvable. Up next, the fixes. Clear steps, short drills, daily habits you can keep. Part 3, Core Solutions Build Clarity and Confidence. Revised and extended. You asked, where is the solution? Here is your map. Where to find your fix. Speak too fast. Step 1. Clarity over speed. Pronunciation unclear. Step 2. Shadowing, mumbling, or low volume. Step 3. Open mouth and project. Fear of mistakes. Step 4. Mirror method plus recovery lines. No routine. Step 5. Daily 5-minute habit. Freeze when you do not understand. Step 6. Clarification phrases. Scared of spontaneous talk. Step 7. Safe practice spaces. Step 1. Clarity over speed. Slow slightly. Breathe. Let your words land. Exercise. 1-minute check. Record 1 minute on a simple topic, your morning routine. Listen once without judging. Then ask, where can I pause? Record again. Short pause after each sentence. 2 add-ons. And focus the keyword. It is not speed. It is clarity. Chunking. Split a long sentence into 3 short ideas. Setup, core idea, result. Step 2. Train pronunciation with shadowing. Listen. Repeat immediately. Match rhythm, stress, and melody. 3-pass method. Pass 1. Listen and read with the transcript. Pass 2. Copy line by line. Pass 3. Shadow the full clip at the same time as the speaker. Clip length, 10 to 20 seconds. Friendly voice, clear audio. Tip: if it is too hard, slow the source by 10% for 1 pass. Then return to normal speed. Step 3. Speak louder and open your mouth. Small physical change. Big clarity gain. Mini drill. Mirror line. I can speak English clearly and confidently. Say it 3 times. Wider mouth each time. Stronger voice each time. Warm-up sounds. E, I, O. Exaggerate lip and jaw movement. Final consonants. Over articulate endings for 1 read-through. Posture. Sit tall or stand. Chin level. Breathe low. Your voice stabilizes. Your message lands. Step 4. Mirror method for confidence. Your body feeds your feelings. Practice looking confident until it feels normal. Routine. 30 seconds a day. Look at yourself. Hold eye contact. Say, today, I will speak with confidence. 3 times. Then deliver 1 sentence you will use today. Recovery lines. Always ready. What I meant to say was, let me rephrase. 1 second. Correction. Progression for camera shyness. 2 minutes camera on. Share 1 point. Camera off. Increase slowly each week. Step 5. Build a daily speaking habit. Confidence comes from doing. Even 5 minutes counts. Habit pairings. After coffee, record a 1-minute note. Before lunch, shadow 10 seconds. After work, read 1 paragraph out loud. Never zero rule. If you miss a session, do 1 minute. Keep the chain alive. Simple tracker. Draw 7 boxes. Mark 1 each day you practice. Step 6. Clarification phrases on autopilot. Drill them now so they appear when you need them. Core 3. Sorry, I did not catch that. Could you repeat? I am not sure I understood. Could you explain again? Just to confirm, do you mean? Helpful add-ons. Could you give a quick example? So to be clear, first we do A, then B. Right. Tone tip, slight smile in your voice, steady pace, falling pitch at the end. Warm, confident, professional. Step 7. Safe spaces for spontaneous practice. Find a partner, a club, or a friendly colleague. Schedule a weekly English coffee chat, 20 minutes English only. Simple structure. Minute 1 to 5, small talk warm up. Minute 6 to 12, one topic deep dive. Minute 13 to 20, recap, and one next step, ground rules. No grammar correction in the moment. Save notes for the end. Focus on clarity, not perfection. Quick recap. Clarity first, shadow for pronunciation, open mouth project, mirror plus recovery, daily 5 minutes, clarification toolkit, safe practice spaces, foundations set, coming up. One routine that wraps clarity, rhythm, and confidence into a single daily practice. It is called the imitation technique, and you will try it with me in real time. Part 4, the imitation technique, practical method, revised and extended. You have built the mindset, seen the obstacles, and gathered the tools. Now, let's use them. Imitation means copying the sounds, rhythm, stress, and intonation of English. Like children learning a first language, listen, copy, repeat, until brain and mouth move together. Why it works, you train ear, mouth directly. You build muscle memory. You absorb native rhythm without long explanations. The result? Clearer sounds, smoother delivery, steadier confidence. 3 steps. Listen and read. Notice stress, pauses, melody, copy. Hear the line again, then repeat during the pause. Match it closely. Shadow. Speak at the same time as me. Follow the rhythm. Setup tips. Pick a clip of 10 to 20 seconds. Choose a friendly voice and clean audio. If a sentence feels hard, slow the source by a little for one pass, then return to normal speed. Focus on music first, perfect words later. Understanding every word is not the goal here. Rhythm is. Train with me. Travel sample. Step 1, listen and read. I love to travel to different countries. I love meeting new people and tasting different foods. That is my favorite part. Step 2, Sakshimi Mawai. Sexy Gakchim copy. I will say a line. Repeat during the pause. I love to travel to different countries. I love meeting new people and tasting different foods. That is my favorite part. To date, I think I have visited about 22 countries. But there are many more places on my list. Step 3, shadow. Speak with me. Same time, same rhythm. I love to travel to different countries. I love meeting new people and tasting different foods. That is my favorite part. To date, I think I have visited about 22 countries, but there are many more places on my list. How did it feel? A little tricky is normal. The more you shadow, the smoother you sound. Common pitfalls and quick fixes. Chasing words instead of rhythm. Listen once. Then shadow only the melody of the line. Add exact words next pass. Running out of breath? Shorten the sentence by placing a mini pause after the first clause. Flatten stress. Mark one key word per sentence. Put it at the end if possible. It is not speed. It is clarity. Daily routine. Pick a short clip, listen and read. Copy line by line. Shadow the full clip until your rhythm matches. Even 5 minutes a day can create real change. If you miss a day, do 1 minute. Keep the chain alive. Progress check. Record day 1 and day 7 on the same clip. Compare. Smoother timing, clearer endings, calmer breath. Case study, Maria. Maria worked in customer service. Soft voice, mispronunciations, nervous. We used imitation for 10 minutes a day. After 3 weeks, her manager noticed clearer speech. After 6 weeks, she said, "I finally feel like myself when I speak English." That is the power of imitation. Not only better sounds, but real confidence. Transition to part 5. You have tried the imitation technique, ears and mouth working together. The real question now, can you keep this momentum tomorrow, next week, next month? Part 6 is about motivation, staying inspired, consistent, and confident even when progress feels slow. Part 5, motivation and sustaining progress, revised and extended. Motivation keeps the journey alive. Techniques give you tools. Motivation keeps you using them. Confidence is not built in one lesson. It grows through small steps you repeat and enjoy. In this part, you will get simple systems to stay consistent, quick wins to stay inspired, and fun routines so practice never feels heavy. Strategy 1. Celebrate small wins. Do not wait for huge breakthroughs. Notice progress today. Examples: one sentence without translating, a clear question at work, a new phrase understood in a podcast. Action: each week, write 3 wins in a confidence journal. 1 line each, date it, keep it visible. Strategy 2. Set realistic, achievable goals. Break Be Fluent into small steps. Goals: 10 minutes of speaking a day, 5 new words this week, 1 conversation this weekend. Action: set 1 7-day goal now. Small, clear, specific. Put it on your calendar. Strategy 3. Make learning fun. Use what you already love: music, movies, stories, games, in English. Fun creates energy. Energy drives practice. Action: pick one enjoyable activity and do it in English once this week. Sing along. Watch a scene and shadow 1 line. Read a short comic out loud. Strategy 4. Learn with others. Community multiplies motivation. Partners add support and accountability. Action: find one person for a 20-minute English-only chat this week. Simple structure: 5 minutes small talk, 10 minutes topic, 5 minutes recap. Ground rule: no grammar correction during the chat. Save notes for the end. Strategy 5. Redefine mistakes. Mistakes are feedback. Each one teaches you something. The more you recover, the stronger your confidence becomes. Action: keep a mistake list. Write 3 mistakes and 1 lesson from each. Next time you meet the same pattern, you will be ready. Strategy 6. Visualize your confident future. 1 minute a day. See yourself speaking clearly in a real moment, a meeting, a trip, a new friendship. Action: visualize before practice. Then do 1 minute of out loud speaking while holding that image. Strategy 7. Systems that stick. Never zero rule. On busy days, do 1 minute. Keep the chain alive. Habit pairings. After coffee, record 1 minute. Before lunch, shadow 10 seconds. After work, read 1 paragraph out loud. Visible tracker. Draw 7 boxes, mark 1 each day. Commitment device. Text a friend your 7-day goal. Send them a voice note after practice. Plateau plan. When progress feels slow, change 1 variable. Speaker, topic, or speed. Quick recap. Celebrate small wins. Set realistic goals. Make it fun. Learn with others. Treat mistakes as feedback. Visualize daily. Use systems that stick. Final challenge. For the next 7 days, choose 1 exercise: imitation, mirror, or shadowing. Practice 5 minutes a day. At the end of the week, Write how you feel. Clearer, more confident. Notice your progress. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe, and share it with one person who needs confidence today. Then choose one drill and do it for 7 days. Do not wait for confidence. Build it, step by step, word by word, until one day you look back and realize you have become what you dreamed of, a confident English speaker.